Okay, before we learn the rules and all that fun stuff, we'll just roll off to see who goes first. 16.
10.
Wow. Sweet. Alright. The first player token never really changes. Well, I don't think it does. Oh, yes, it does. Sorry. So you get Excalibur to start with.
Aw. Does that make you the Lady of the Lake?
No, no, I'm not some voice in Ben Cassim's So, these are the colored discs that we can choose from. I expect that yellow and red are already taken.
Even though apparently I don't matter.
Yeah, yellow.
So?
If it was an Old West game, that
I
would be
think that's the best part of
still
that
win.
is the fact that it took that guy that long to figure out that I was not one of the grills. When I said that I'm the hottest grill.
Well, let's face it.
I mean, you know.
That's green.
Oh, jeez. That's right. Sorry.
Not
so
always
used
the
to
brightest
green one
bulb in
to
the
be
ship.
taken.
Well, I usually pull Ashley first for colors when it's these same colors.
Yeah, that was
And
the one.
also, Erin's a girl name.
I know.
That's true.
Although spelled differently.
It is. It's usually
Right,
lady.
but when you say Aaron,
Yeah,
you
it's
say Aaron.
yeah. You say
What
Aaron.
color would you like?
Well, once I go black, I never go back, so I'll take black.
Wow.
I told you. I told you that during Gravwell, and it's
All
true.
them grills.
Yep, all them
You
girls.
going for some charcoal? Okay. Blue and green.
Girl real in life.
Yeah.
Yellow and blue, man.
Guy in real life.
I'll take blue.
Girl real in life.
Did you never get to play
That's what I said.
Excuse me.
That's
You're
great.
stealing
All
every
right.
time.
I can't seem to pick these up. They're like super smooth.
So what was that? That was the one thing in my mafia that I was concerned about was that it's assigned Ashley to position in my mafia.
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah, it did.
All right. So everybody, we want to
PR.
stack our stuff up, but we
Yeah.
are going to put our discs in the zero space. I'll help you in because you're 5 miles away from them. But
So they're the exact same spaces?
yep, everybody starts
We
on the
just
same
stack
spot, and then we
them
have 3 extra afterwards.
Okay.
Dang.
And these 3
They're
extra
gonna keep
are for
sliding
if you
off.
pass around, like if you loop around, you'll leave one kind of behind and continue.
Just
your
to
next
mark
one.
that you're that you've lapped.
Yeah.
Good job.
I know.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
That's okay.
I knew that
I'm
was
not
gonna
good at
happen.
this either.
But it was fun.
I was never good at blocks when I was little.
So I'm just going to show you the cards real quick. If you
Really?
notice, all of the cards have
Apparently, I just
different numbers and different colors, but they all represent these tiles. So for example, this card, because it's daylight, would go with one of these 2 right here. This one goes with the king. And there's also symbols on them. So these 2 have the same symbol. And they also use the same chivalry tokens. We are squires competing in a chivalric contest to be, well, we're potential squires. We want to be named the squire by winning the most points, essentially. And it's kind of fun. Like, let me see if I can find one. As the characters get higher in number, they also get, like, he's a jester at first, and then he's a waiter, and then he's holding the king's crown. Like, it's kind of fun. They get more powerful. And we're going to use these cards to move on these tracks. So higher numbers are better, usually. And we're going to start out with 5 each. These are not the cards that you're going to play the game with, though. These are the cards that you're going to start. Well, you'll get some of them. These are your potential playing pool, but we're going to draft our cards. So in your first hand, you're only going to keep 1 card. I'm going to deal out the hand so you can look at the cards, and then I'll explain the rules, and then you'll know what to do with the cards, and you can decide which of those cards you would like to keep. It's kind of a simple game. It's just a real quick set collection game, essentially. Kind of set collection. No, I say card drafting, I guess.
Yeah.
It's a card drafting set collection. Oh.
Kinda. You don't really set collect because you play the cards right away, but so it's not really. It's not set collection. It's drafting. All right, here we go. 1 for you. 2. 3. And then 4. And 5. Don't show anybody your cards, but you can certainly look at them. And so essentially what we're going to do, each round we're going to pass in different directions. It's like 7 wonders in that way. So what we're going to do to draft our cards, which is the first part of the game, and there's a player aid kind of at the end there if you guys need to look at it, but this is a pretty simple game. You're going to look at a card, choose which one you want from here. You're going to play it face down and pass to the left. This is going to change every turn. So next turn we're going to pass to the right. And I'll remind you at the start of each turn. And this is how we're going to get our hand. Once we're done and we've drafted all our cards, these are the cards we're going. What we end up with are the cards we're going to play this round with. Now during the real round, after we've done the drafting phase, we're going to play our cards. It starts with Ian because he's player 1. And you're going to play a card in front of you, and you're going to move that many spaces on whatever board you've played for. So if I play a pink card, I'm going to play on the gallantry. These are what the actual tiles are called. So the top one with the princess is called the gallantry track. These are backwards. I do these backwards, but this is the tournaments. This is joust. They use the same victory points because they're essentially kind of the same activity. And then right here you have education, king service, quests, and charity. Okay, so that's what and you don't have to remember them, really. They're all color coordinated. The cards have pictures that will help you show, like on the bottom of each, there's a symbol, so there's a dragon symbol for the quests. If your card is a dragon symbol, it applies to this particular tile. We're trying to move up the track. Okay? So you play your card and you move. We're going to do this 4 times. The last card in our deck is not played. We just push it aside, we don't play it. So we're going to do that 4 times per round. Once we've played all of our cards and everybody's moved as many times as they're going to, we're going to score those. Now, we start with the gallantry board, which is the top board. That's why it's up there. That's when you always score first. Gallantry, jousts, and tournaments score on every turn. King service, quests, education, I think also is pretty much every turn. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. It's almost every turn.
Yeah.
So, that one, huh?
Yeah, it's every turn.
Yeah, and some of them, if you notice, they also reset. So this one is every turn. These are every turn. That one's every turn. This one only scores on turn 6, which is the last turn. This one scores on turn 6. This one scores on 3 and 6.
Yep.
And it tells us right here when they score. So when you think about your scores, this is kind of your long game, and this is your more how you get these to go higher, essentially, if that makes sense. Excuse me. And when you score, you're going to rank everybody's progress, first, second, and third, and so on. But typically rewards only occur for the first, second, and third players. Detriments happen for kind of like the last players. So the way you kind of tell... Are you okay?
Yeah.
What you're going to do when you score the gallantry board, you score that one first. You don't actually get chivalry points. If you notice, there's no like little shields near that particular board. What that allows you to do is you can advance your discs on any of the other boards a certain number of spaces based on how far you are on the gallantry board. So, if you are the first place person, you can move a disc 3 spaces. Yep, it does have a cheat sheet, but I'm going to read it because
That's fine.
and then if you're the second place, you can move any single disc 2 spaces. You can't split them up, so you can't do like 3 1 space. If that makes sense. If you're in first place, you move the entirety. Second ranked person can move a single disc 2 spaces, and the third ranked person can move a single disc 1 space. If you are the 4th or 5th player on there, you get bubkiss. You don't get anything. So, and you can only use again 1 disc for that. With the other boards, the first ranked for these 2, the first ranked player gets the 3-point coat of arms. When you get a coat of arms, flip it over. People are going to know what you score when you score it, but they're going to forget over time, maybe, unless they're Aaron. So flip it over so people can't see what you have.
I'm tired now, so I might.
Second ranked player gets the 2-point, and the third ranked player gets the 1 point. Nobody else gets anything. That's for those 2. With the education and charity, if you notice, these don't have any positives. They're all negatives.
Yeah.
So for those, if you're for example, for education, if you're the last ranked person in education, I'm sorry, if you're second to last, you get a -1 point. If you're last, you get -3. So the first 3 players, if you're first, second, and third, you don't have to worry, you're safe. If you're 4th or 5th, you're going to get negatives. This is bad, but it only happens at the end of the game. So the end of the game, if you're last place, you're going to get negative 10. If you're second to last, you're going to get negative 5. So those are fun. And then the King's Square works a little bit differently. It scores at halfway point, and it scores again at the end of the game. If you are on from 0 to 5, if you notice, here's the points, it's right here. 0 to 5, you get nothing. If you're 6 or 6 to 11, you're going to get a 6-point shield. And if you're up to the 12, you get a 12. But some of these tiles reset during the game. So on round 3, Gallantry is going to reset. We're all going to go back to 0. Joust and Tournament, same thing. We're all going to go back to 0 and start again. Make sense? This also resets. And so does the King Space.
So the one that has the little.
Yep. Anything
little
with
seconds.
yes.
Okay.
So the King Space, everything up top, and then the King Space on the bottom. Those are going to reset. So if you're close to 12 and you hit round 3, bing. So just be aware of that. You're going to go back to 0. I don't know if has anybody gotten up to 12?
Yes.
I can't remember if any of us did it. Once we've done all of the scoring and all that fun stuff, we're going to change the first player marker. That's going to move clockwise, always clockwise. The other thing to talk about is if you land on a space that another person already occupies, you will be on top. So if Sue is here and then Aaron moves up, he would go here. He is actually considered ahead of Sue, even though he's technically on the same space. He's considered ahead of Sue. Does that make sense?
Okay.
And then zeros we pretty much give you nothing. And at the end of the game, we just tally up every shield we have. That's it. That's pretty much it. Does anybody have any questions? If you manage to loop, which can happen, you leave one on the 0, and then you count forward on this one so that you can tell that you're technically in first place. Unless somebody else loops too. Really? Stoken? So that's what these 3 are for. Which does happen.
3 or 4.
How do you get points?
This lets you progress in another location depending on your.
Oh, so
Your
if
position.
you're in
You-
top
yeah,
place,
you
you
move
can move
somebody
someone else. Through.
You
Okay,
move
that
one
makes
Move your
sense.
own
I
in
get it.
another area.
So like
I
if
get
you're
it.
last here, you might, and it's the 6th turn, you might want to move.
Yeah.
So you know that.
Alright, that's the card I'm going to keep.
Yep, I chose my card as well.
Pass.
Which way?
Clockwise, the
Yep,
first time.
so you're going to
So
give
my
it
way.
to Sarah.
To your left, I'll say it that way. Huh. Thank you. Wow, that wasn't much of a choice.
So I'm in queue right now.
Yes, you are. Yeah, I'm the last target, so. Sure.
Well, he's got to
We
get
throw it away
back
at
to
the-
that.
It goes in your hand. You just don't play it.
And here's your.
We're only
last
gonna
card.
we're only gonna play 4 cards.
Well, we can choose that from the 5. You just
Yes.
can only play 4
Yes.
total.
Yeah. And then Ian gets to go first.
King me.
You are black.
I am black.
And 4?
4.
Yeah.
Alright.
Um,
We'll just save it for now. We'll just put it aside. And
wagons.
Wagons.
Wagons go!
I am going to dragon for 3. I love how they just get more, like hers is more, he has a helmet. That's really the only difference.
King for 5.
Yellow. Whoops.
No, book it. For 3. For 5.
Book it.
4.
Studying.
I like to study. What can I say? I
Mm.
like to read.
I shall also book it for 5.
I am going to give to charity for 5.
Wow.
Aren't you sure?
She really is.
Yep.
I I'm going to give to charity for 2 because I'm not as charitable.
Every little bit helps.
Look how mad he looks. He's like, screw it. I
Mhm.
guess I'll give you some money.
Fairly rich.
Chivalry for 4.
You're like dumping it in the cup. He's like, I can't hold it. It's too heavy.
It's really just Captain Crunch.
Go king me for 4.
You're blue, right?
Yep, blue and black. Black and blue.
All over.
Second 2.
I will book it for 3.
I'm gonna gallantry for 3 if you could gallant me somewhere up
And
there.
I think you cannot choose gallantry with the gallantry effect.
No, you can't. You cannot use the. I don't. I'll double check just.
I
in
believe
case.
it.
I would assume it's
Yeah.
another,
Another
Mhm.
location. I think you can.
I'm gonna make sure.
because it would make
Oh
more
no!
sense.
Any board,
Oh, okay.
any board you want to.
You just can't get the effect twice in the same turn
That's
if
correct.
you happen to gain a new location.
Yes.
I'm going to donate the charity for 2.
I'm gonna book it for 2.
Dragon for 3.
You're black.
Mm-hmm.
I will book it for 2 more.
Dragon for 3.
I'm going to gallantry for 3 more.
For 2.
All right. Thank you, and thank you.
None of us care about tournaments.
No.
Some
All
of us
right,
didn't
so
get
now we
any.
score
In all fairness, I
Gallantry.
think if I saw everything correctly, we got 1 tournament card the whole round.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
maybe 2.
I, did,
So Aaron gets to pick first. Where do you want to go 3?
I don't even think I saw one.
That's not going to help anymore.
No, you didn't.
I'm going to
actually,
get that.
because I got the one
I'm
that
going
was
to get
there.
that minus regardless, but I'm only going to get a -1 there. Because I'm ahead of you.
Yep.
I won't get that because it won't score until 3, so I'm there. I'll move back in the tournament.
Yeah, I'm gonna go up 3 in books.
You can go up 2 in books, not 3.
Oh, 2. Sorry, yeah.
2 in books.
Sorry, because you're 3.
All right. So, do these count the same, or do they count individually?
They're
individual
individually, but they
points.
pull from the same
Right.
type of
So yeah,
point.
if you want to get a 3, you need
Careful.
to
Is that a cat doing that?
That's my sock apparently getting caught on something on your light.
Take the 1.
All right, and then so for tournaments, the only person who scored was Aaron.
Yep. Well,
Oh.
And at joust, I get. I scored the joust.
Yeah, for the Drowsy score, and then I get a -1.
-3.
Thank you. And
It for
then,
scoring, right?
Yeah, for this. one.
yes, because nothing else scores until round 3. And then the first player token now moves to Sue. This turn we will be passing to our right.
Okay.
Yep, it is literally just like 7 buggers. All right, here we go.
Oh, sorry, I'm giving it to you. Okay.
Yep. That's when it becomes important.
Yep. Definitely does.
Are you kidding me?
I don't know. Am I?
I'm probably making a huge mistake with my cards right now. Oh.
I know, doesn't it? Isn't it wonderful being backlogged?
That was crazy. Oh my god.
That's really funny.
Oh my god.
That is spectacularly funny.
Oh my Lanta.
Okay. Well,
Alright, Sue goes first.
that's the thing that's happening.
What did you get, like, your entire hand back? No.
No.
I didn't, for
something
sure.
very different.
Carson,
I have craziness going on right now.
No?
No?
Not really.
That's unfortunate.
But it'll certainly make for an interesting round. That's
Okay.
for sure.
I'm glad that it'll make it at least
I'll
interesting.
go up on that, yes.
Yep.
5.
I will dragon for 5. Wait, what color am I at? Green?
Yeah.
Damn.
I will book for 4.
I am going to joust for 3. Not that I have a sword.
I will charity for 4.
Nice.
I'm going to joust for 4.
Which one would you like to joust for?
Well, there's joust and there's tournament.
Well, yeah. Oh, yeah.
Or is that joust?
Well, I meant
Tournament.
One of 'em.
one of these things.
So you'd be right on top
So
of
you
it.
can tie. Well, you can tie with me, or you could beat him.
Either way, she's posing a negative to one of us.
Okay. That's
In point. Well, not a negative point,
I like
but
horses.
a detrimental point.
I'm gonna gallantry for 3, please.
Um, I guess we'll keep seeing what's going on there later. I'm going to king for 2.
Well, that sounds like fun. I'm gonna king for 3.
I am going to joust for 5.
Joust.
Joust or tournament?
Joust.
Okay, just making sure.
Nobody wants to be over there with Aaron.
That's fine.
That's the whole point. I went on that one, but I figured it was.
Dragon for 2.
I would have gone on yours if I knew people were gonna freaking joust.
I will dragon for 4.
They just like
Damn.
jousting more.
Oh gosh.
Alright.
All I was getting was dragon cards. Like dragon cards over and over again.
I'm going to donate to charity for 4. So I'm ahead of red.
I'm gonna book for 4.
I'm going to tournament for 3.
And I will donate for 5.
Damn. I'm going
No,
to.
so
I guess that you weren't on
Yeah.
him, so yeah.
I'm gonna gallant for 2.
Good, because I'm going to gallant for 4. I knew someone had to have had another one.
And I will donate for 3.
I'm not letting someone take my first play.
There's okay.
And I guess since
And we had 1 for 2 in Gallant, so it wasn't worth it for me.
I literally had all dragons.
since it
Wow.
doesn't really
I had another one. I didn't want to. I was worried that somebody else would shoot in front of me for Gallant, which is why I spent the 2.
Yeah.
Otherwise, I would have just spent the 4 dragon. But I was too close to other people.
Yeah, I understand the concern.
Yeah, if you're done with the cards, I'll just take them so I can stack them up.
I'm gonna 3 joust.
Thank you. Alright, so now we score.
Yeah, well, I was like, if you move forward, I'm still at second place.
Yeah. Well,
If they move forward, I could potentially
Yeah.
get knocked down much more.
Yep.
But they can't move as far forward as you can.
That's
so.
true. That is very true.
And you moving forward, whether you move 1 or 4, does not matter to me. So,
Yeah,
Yeah.
assuming you even move on my thing, and if you don't,
that's true. True.
Alright, where are you going for your 3, Aaron?
Do I want to get 3 points and get a -1 again? Do I want to not get a minus? I need to get 5 to do that.
this is a very challenging game.
Yeah, it's so
simple.
cartoony looking and it's so simple, but it's got some great strategy to it.
Mhm.
I was surprised by it
I'll move forward. on
when I
this.
got it. So, all right, I'm gonna move 2 in charity because I can't get charity cards ever.
No, that's knowledge, not charity.
No.
No.
Yeah.
She's on top.
Oh, that's
of
what I
the
meant. I
charity.
meant knowledge.
That's
Sorry.
what I
knowledge.
thought you
Just saying,
said.
yeah, sorry.
I know, you said the wrong thing, but I thought you were looking at that.
I was.
I mean, that way she only has the -1, not the -3. That's what I figured she was
Yeah,
doing.
Do I
I'm
move
counteracting it every time, so
You
it
do.
doesn't
Yeah, I
matter.
believe you do. Yeah.
Yeah, you're,
I'm
you're
actually-
last, so you get 1. You can move 1.
Yeah. You can gain a point. You can gain 2 points. You're still going to get 2
Yeah, you're
points.
still going to
there.
get the 2 points. if
Yeah,
you
I'll
go
do
there.
that one.
Yeah. Then you become 3rd place.
Yeah.
All right, and
So-
then we score this one.
You get your 3, he gets 2, and she gets her 1.
And then, whoops,
And you're 3.
adjusting.
You're 2.
Yeah, 2.
Your
So, and I need a -1, please, for scribing or for
And yeah,
education.
For education, I get a -3 again.
Offset, yeah, I guess it doesn't really matter, but.
That doesn't work.
Well, yeah.
And then we don't score the other ones yet.
I'm not going into the minuses where I'm off by offsetting what you're trying
So
to do.
King scores on 3 and 6, right?
Right.
Yes.
So it's about to score.
Yes.
It's
He'll
about
score
to
this next
score.
round.
Okay. And all of the top cards reset.
Yeah.
Include everything except for
Except
Dragon
for the-
and,
yeah.
and
Charity.
Yep.
Reset at the end of
Correct.
the next round as well.
Yep.
Yes.
Good to know.
All right, so this time we're going to pass to our left.
Mm-hmm.
1. Sorry. 4. 5.
Does it matter whether you're 1st, 2nd, or 3rd? It just anybody
No,
past that
you guys
point,
are getting
you
6. Yeah, if you can get to 12, you'll get 12.
Now, if the tolls run out, get down to low. Whoever gets their who's ever first will get their points first, and if there's none left, then they're screwed
Correct.
because there is no pool
Exactly.
for them.
Yup.
It is such a pain in the butt. Are you kidding me? I'm gonna go with that.
Yeah, I was not exactly happy with that idea, but
This is certainly gonna link life interesting.
life is definitely interesting. I will grant you that. Life is very, very interesting. Tough. Oh, really?
Really? That ended up being a huge waste.
Oh my god. Yeah.
Wow. Okay.
Oh, if I had kept that card. Dang it.
I am going to educate myself for 4.
For 4.
Yep.
1, 2, 3, 4 educating.
Gonna king myself for 4.
You are
Under me.
low.
Yeah.
Ooh.
I'm there unless unless a bunch of people pass me underneath the gallantry tree.
Yeah.
Uh-huh. Two, 3.
Mm-hmm.
Working.
Black.
Five gallantry.
Yes.
I'm going to do 3 for charity.
Five dragon. I'm not moved yet.
That might have to be 4, which I don't really know why, but I'm going to.
I don't know.
Resetting.
Yeah, but it makes it less likely somebody's going to pass you, so you don't have to worry about.
Yeah, but I don't
I
think
guess it doesn't
enough
matter,
people could
yeah.
have passed her, but I mean,
Good point.
unless someone's got a bunch of 5s in their hand and knowledge.
Considering what the other cards are I have.
2 books.
2 books.
2 little black books.
2 books.